Right, hi, welcome back. Good to see you again. I thought I'd just do a short video for you today, just to show you a little bit behind the scenes of what goes into a camera trap setup. Really, a lot of the time I just show you the setup and the final result. But what you don't get to see is a lot of the time there can be days, if not weeks, of preparation before the camera trap gets set up, and I just thought I'd do this video just to show you a little bit about what's going on. So right, we're here at the setup. I'll just set you down, just bear with me. Right, when you're setting your trail camera up on an own animal trail, it's a lot easier to get your camera set up in the right place, because it's a lot more straightforward. Well, as straightforward as camera trapping gets. It's a lot more straightforward because you know exactly where the animals are going to be passing and walking. Whether you get the front end of the animal or the back end, that's another matter. But with this situation here, I found the composition first. I've seen this lovely bit of fern here over to the left of the camera, and this nice mossy tree stump, and I thought it'd be nice if we could get a shot of a badger or something just coming through the gap here. The animals there's a little path that comes down from the set, which is about 30, 40 feet above me on a very steep bank, but there is a path that comes down through here into this general area, and normally the animals walk on this side of the stump, from what I've seen from my trail camera footage. Now I need to persuade them to come on the other side of the stump. So the best way to do that is like the best way to train any animal really, and that is to offer them a little bit of food as a little bit of a gentle encouragement to come through. So I started leaving a few peanuts down there, and that started to work. After a couple of nights, they were indeed coming through the gap just as I'd hoped. So I set the camera up, and within a couple of nights I got a badger come through exactly where I wanted. But the trouble is, they were coming through with their noses down. Because they knew the food was there, they were coming through with their noses down, and what I wanted was them with their heads up a little, to get some catch light in the eyes. And what I had to do, I had to move the food from the front and start offering it behind the stump here. And then what I did, to try and get them to lift their noses up as they come through, I put a little bit of peanut butter just in some of the crevices here, in the hope that when they come through they'll just lift their nose up long enough, hopefully, to get the camera trap to fire and get the picture I was looking for. Well, did the peanut butter work? Sort of, but not quite as I'd hoped. There was one of this year's young badgers must have caught the scent of the peanut butter and thought the best way to get to it was by the direct route, straight over the top of the tree stump, and I got a photo of him just on the top. I hadn't quite allowed for it in my composition, but that was the first sort of success I had in encouraging them to put their noses in this sort of area. But a few nights later, after a real heavy rainstorm, I did manage. A badger came through, and it just lifted its head up just for a split second, and just as the camera fired, it was absolutely perfect. And then it looked at the camera, and then the camera went off again. So I got two really nice portraits that I'm very happy with, of a very wet badger. Well, as I said earlier, I haven't been back to the camera trap for the last couple of weeks, so hopefully there might be one or two more images. I'll put you round the back of the camera, and we'll have a look on the screen, see if you've had any more visits in the last fortnight. I don't know how well you can see that. There might be a lot of glare. Let's shut that a little bit. I'll just turn that slightly. We'll have a little look if we've had anything. That was me just a few minutes ago, just testing the flash was firing. I've had an awful lot of mice and voles. There's more mice there. In fact, when I started putting the peanut butter down, I actually had two voles came right by my feet and started fighting over the peanut butter, which wasn't a good thing. Causing a fight between rodents, it's not such a good thing to do, I don't suppose. An awful lot of mice. Oh, there you go. There's a badger's been again. That looks like a male. Very nice. Oh, there's another one. Not sure. Oh, there you go. Look at that. He's just coming through. The males tend to be a lot braver when it comes to the flashes. It doesn't seem to bother them as much. Some of the females can get a little bit spooked by it and take flight, but the males do seem a bit bolder. That's about it, apart from mice, I think. Okay, so we've had a few more visits in the last 2 weeks. Right, well, that's it from this short video. I just thought you'd like to have a little look behind the scenes. Like I say, sometimes when you're just trying to get, when you find your composition first and you need to get your animal to come through in exactly the right place, it can take several weeks of just gentle persuasion to get them to come through into exactly the right spot where you want them. But when you get pictures like I've had from this setup, any preparation and time you've put in, it's so worthwhile. I'm really pleased with some of the photos I've had from this setup, and I'll put them up at the end for you as usual, and I'll just say thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time.